In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use face swap to do pairs of face swapping. So you're going to have two images, a left and a right, and the first person will have their face swapped onto the left hand side and the second person will have their face swapped onto the right hand side. So let's see how we do that. What you need to do is to set up a photo capture event for two photos. So let's go into the designer here. And as you can see, we've got it set for two here. And it's a standard event for photo capture. We've got the start, we've got the get ready screen. I've put a next button on here so that people can get into position correctly. We then have the countdown screen, the take photo screen, the show photo screen, and the photo options screen. And I've got printing enabled as well. Now this is the print layout, and as you can see, we've got the two placeholders side by side. And the size is 360 by 720. Now that's quite important, and I'll explain that in a minute. So just going and looking at the camera, you can see that it's a portrait, and I've actually set it up at 360 by 720. So I'm using a webcam at the moment. You could use a DSLR camera, but I'm using a webcam. And as you can see, I've cropped it here. If I just turn off the crop, it's set up for 1280 by 720, but I'm turning on cropping. Let's have a look in the webcam photo. Same thing, 1280 by 720, but I'm cropping them at 360 by 720. So why am I doing that? Well, what I'm going to be doing is using these character images, which are installed by RightBooth into the RightBooth media library inside images, characters, ×2 subfolder. And as you can see, we've got pairs of images here. So what I did was create some AI generated images at 720 by 720 of pairs of people in various situations. And then I've edited the images and cut them in half and had a left half and a right half. So these pairs of images match correctly. So I'm going to be using these pairs of images for the photos that I take in RightBooth. So what I need to do now is include face swapping in this photo capture event. So go into Designer, Event Structure, Photo AI, and you can see that face swapping is turned off by default. I'm going to turn it on and ask the user. Now what that does is it adds an extra screen into your event workflow. Let's have a look at it. Face swap AI. Now I've already done some editing on this screen. So what we've got is choose a face swap image. This is a text item. And then here we've got a image grid, and I've added 8 images. As you can see, I've taken them from this ×2 folder. So I've made sure that I've paired them up. So I've got 1920s 1, 1920s 2, Royals 1, Royals 2, etc. And they're next to each other. So what I want people to do is I want the first person for the first photo to choose the left-hand part of the image. And then for the second photo, I want somebody else to choose this part of the image. So what I want to do is to add some more label items that prompt users. So add items, label. So this will be for photo 1. I'm going to say photo 1. Choose a character on the left. Now I'm going to copy and paste that in. So for this second label item, I'm just going to say photo 2. Choose a character on the right. So what I'm going to do is just scroll out. I want to get rid of this, but when I try and delete it, it won't let me because this is a necessary item on this screen. So what I will do is I'm just going to zoom out and move it off the edge so it's not shown when the event plays. So now I'm going to position these up here. Let's start with this one, but before I do that, let me just show you how I can make this appear only for photo 1. So look at the properties for the label, and you've got this option, show with photo. So I click in here and I'll just put 1 in there. So that means that this label item will only appear for the first photo. Now for this one, I'm going to set it to 2. So this label item will only appear when the second photo is being taken. So let's put them both up there out of the way. Right, I think I'm ready to try this now. So I'm just going to save this. Okay, let's give this a go. So play the event, click the button, and we're on to getting ready for the first photo. As you can see, my photo's there. I'm going to choose, let's choose the superhero. Now, RightBooth is uploading my photo to the internet onto my FTP account. It's then sending that photo along with the character, the Superman character, to the AI face swap service. That's converting it, putting my face on the superhero, and then downloading the result. And here we go. Not sure about that, but it still looks like me, so I'll keep that one. Now we're on to the next photo. So this time I've got a photograph of my wife. Let's just put that up here. That will do. Let's take a photograph of that. Notice that the text is showing photo to choose a character on the right. So we're actually getting the correct piece of text, the correct prompt for each photo. So this time I'm going to choose the right hand side of this photo. And again, the photograph is being uploaded to the internet, passed on to the AI service provider. The service is then making the face swap, and the final result is downloaded back to RightBooth. And there we go. Now if I click OK, it takes us onto the photo options screen, and RightBooth has combined both of the photos onto the print layout screen. So we've got the left hand photo here and the right hand photo here. And because they're close together, it looks like a single photo. So now you're free to print this or finish. So let's finish. Let's try again. Okay, another photo. It's important to make sure there's only one person in the shot. Let's go for the king and queen this time. So I'll choose the king because it's asking me to choose a character on the left. So again, RightBooth is sending the photo to the service. The service is creating the face swap and returning the image. Wow, not sure about that at all. I'll keep it. And for the second photo, again, I'll just use my wife. Just make sure there's not too much reflection off the iPad screen. Okay, here we go. So at this point, you could actually choose a different photo or a different side, but it makes sense to stick with these two. So choosing a character on the right, we'll go for this one. And here we go. Let's have a look at the finished article. Well, okay, there you go. So we've got the left and the right hand side So let me just escape out now and show you what's happened here. So let's go to the event files folder. As you can see, I've been practicing. I've got quite a few goes at this. I even tried with my little helper, but it doesn't like the bear image, so it has to be people's faces that you take. And there we go. So I hope that gives you an idea of how you can put together face swapping for two people at the same time. So taking one photo of the first person, one photo of the second person, having them both face swapped and combined together into a single image. So I hope you make use of it, and thanks for watching.